So SOLIDWORKS MBD, MBD stands for Model-Based Definition. It's an integrated, paperless manufacturing solution. This allows design companies, manufacturing companies to fully utilize a 3D model by creating all of the annotations and, more importantly, tolerance and information that is required for manufacturing directly in the 3D model. They don't need to leave SOLIDWORKS, they don't need to export any data to a third-party program, and it can be then utilized downstream in their CAM software. So in SOLIDWORKS CAM, we can utilize tolerance-based machining, so that'll pick up all of the PMI data. So PMI is product manufacturing information. And then you can utilize that in also e-drawings. So if you need to share the model with third parties or customers, for example, often customers ask to see drawings or concept designs, that kind of thing. They can be a little bit misinterpreted sometimes or a bit ambiguous. So showing a 3D model that they can rotate with all the relevant information on is much, much better. So in this day and age, 3D product definition is inevitable. The speed the markets change. If you can get your 3D design concepts through to manufacturing as fast as possible with as little mistakes as possible, that's obviously a benefit. So utilizing MBD right from the start of the process, you can add all of your relevant annotations and product manufacturing information to be used downstream, whether that's sharing it with third-party subcontractors or internally, even for new concepts and designs. If you can bypass the 2D drawing stage completely, that's got to be a win-win for every department, really. We hear a lot of stories from our customers about potentially creating a lot of excess scrap or rework, which is additional cost because of maybe miscommunications with the design teams, the quality control departments, and then ultimately manufacturing because of maybe it's having different versions of drawings. There's drawings scattered around the shop floor, with boot prints on them where they've been stood on, and they're using wrong versions of files. SOLIDWORKS MBD allows you to store all of that relevant information with the files. So theoretically, there's only one master set of files that everyone uses. So there's hopefully no miscommunication between departments. Whatever the design guys capture in their SOLIDWORKS when they produce the geometry is the same information that is produced when the part is ejected from the mold machine, for example. So there's a growing trend now for certain sectors to become paperless, particularly military, medical applications, and we have customers using SOLIDWORKS in all of those industries. And what we mean by paperless, I suppose, is to have everything contained in one model, one digital manufacturing model. So from concept through to manufacturing, all of the annotations and PMI and tolerance and information, notes about how it should be assembled is all stored in one place. So if you're working in any of those sectors, SOLIDWORKS MBD is going to be a great help because it's going to allow you to be compliant with that set of regulations perhaps that are in that industry. It also has some integrated tools to allow you to output kind of secure data as well, so in the format of a 3D PDF perhaps. So if you needed to send to someone in the military sector, it could be a defense contractor, for example. They have very strict controls over how the data can be sent to and from people. Being able to kind of securely send that 3D data with all the manufacturing inside of that is a great benefit. So another benefit of being paperless, I suppose, is just how quick you can progress a design through from concept through to release and getting it out and people buying it, hopefully. It mitigates the risk of miscommunication through the departments, again from engineering, manufacturing, quality control, all the way through to purchasing even, because you're working off one set of accurate digital product manufacturing information. So it's going to speed time to market, help you get your product out there, hopefully faster than ever before. So don't think of SOLIDWORKS MBD as just a drawing replacement tool for the engineers. It's much more than that. It's a complete business application. It has uses throughout the entire business, anywhere that needs to access product information. So obviously the design engineers, when they come up with the concepts, all the way through to purchasing and manufacturing, quality control. It's going to increase communication between those departments. It's going to allow you to avoid sort of ambiguous information regarding assembly processes, perhaps. Anywhere that where a traditional 2D drawing was touched previously, there's a use case for MBD as a business tool to repurpose that information more effectively. A common question we get asked about SOLIDWORKS MBD and all of the SOLIDWORKS products is, how quickly am I going to get up to speed with it? How much training's involved? And for MBD, it's very little because it's a completely integrated solution. If you can use SOLIDWORKS already, you're halfway there using MBD. It uses the same dimensioning tools, a little bit of practice creating templates and such, so you can configure the output to comply with your company standards, and that's it. It's a very easy, user-friendly tool, and the output is easily accessible via eDrawings, which anyone can use. As long as you can use a mouse and a keyboard, you should be fine. And also Acrobat PDFs, so that's on 99% of computers nowadays, so that's easily accessible as well, so very little training involved. SOLIDWORKS MBD is used in all industries really, through defence, medical, special purpose machinery design. Anytime a part needs to be designed and manufactured, there's going to be relevant manufacturing information that needs to be created and shared. So we have customers in all those industries that want to provide relevant PMI data through the entire life cycle of that design, whether it's through concept at the engineering stage, through to manufacturing, and then provide relevant information to the customer through service and maintenance information.